The case is of a 29-year-old medical doctor, married for 1.5 years. They presented for counseling because there was some amount of conflict in the marriage. The husband perceived the wife as being domineering. The wife perceived the husband as being not responsible, not participative, and very submissive, not stepping up to meet the needs of a husband. A lot of the times we all see around us, and I see in my profession too, where it appears to be two successful people married to each other, yet there seems to be conflict in the relationship. One person might experience the partner as being domineering. Many times I've heard the other partner say the other person is not responsible. So let's understand what's actually happening here. So when this person was referring to his wife as domineering, what he meant is that she raises his voice when she talks to him, makes him feel irrelevant and humiliated. He said there are many times when she would make unilateral decisions which would impact both of them, and that left him feeling powerless to have any say in his own life. What did she mean by saying he was irresponsible? Of course, he had a job, he was a doctor, he was earning, he was running the household, yet she felt that certain needs which a husband ought to meet for a wife, be it nurturing, be it pampering, or be it buying certain things for her as a gift or for his in-laws, was something he was not doing, and that to her was irresponsible. Now, when such a perception is there, it can very well lead to conflict between the couple. Whether others or you and I would look at it as domineering or irresponsible or not is irrelevant. Incidentally, the husband somewhere feels inadequate on his own. That is his primary problem. And because the wife utters certain things which makes him feel further unaccepted, further not okay as a person, the problem is escalating. If you look at it, primarily he himself feels he is not good enough. He himself feels he is not okay as a person. And that is what is getting triggered every time she is triggering something for him, which to him is experienced as domineering. It's primarily his issue. The confidence many a times comes from one's capability to do something. If I'm a mechanic and I know my job well, I'll be a confident mechanic. But it's not the same thing as being a confident person. A lot of the times, confidence is related to my capability of what I do and how well I do it. Self-esteem comes from my sense of self-worth. And a confident person need not necessarily have a good self-worth. There are many times when one partner, be it the male or the female, is domineering, dominating, maybe loud, maybe the type who would raise the voice and basically outshout the other partner. In this case, it was the wife. Many times it could be learnt behavior where a child sees the adult in the family, and the adult who raises the voice the most is the one who is heard the most. In which case, it's quite likely that she is simply following what she learnt, that the only way to be heard, to be seen, to be understood is to be loud and to shout. There's a good chance that she may not know any other way of communicating. it always makes me feel I have a reason to find fault and lay the blame, and it's far easier to put it outside than to even look into myself and wonder, what am I contributing to the problem? It's easier to blame the other. The way to untangle the tangles in this relationship would be to begin to see the other person for who they are, and yes, eventually accept them for who they are. Each one has faults, each one is flawed, and if they can respect the other for who they are as an individual and learn to see the imperfections perfectly, I think that should ease a lot of conflicts in most relationships. There is no relationship without conflict. There is no perfect person. We all know this. But can we truly walk the talk and accept that each person has their own flaws? And can I see what's good in the person? Can I see what's good in the relationship and nurture that and not escalate the minor defects in the relationship or in the person?